Manidar Unardukolla, Idu Manida Kadalalli, Adeim Tandi, Punidamanadu. Welcome back to Chat with Anzel. Let's talk about Manjummel Boys. I have never heard of this movie until in one of the interviews given by music director Sushin Shyam that this movie is going to change the fate of Malayalam movie or Malayalam cinema industry. Of course, curiosity aroused in me and I started googling about this movie. And then I came to know that this movie is directed by Chidambaram, who is well known for his directorial debut with Janeman. Janeman is one of my favorite movie, which gives a 2.5 hours of pure entertainment filled with fun, laughter, everything. It was a complete movie. So of course my expectation was this movie will also follow the same path of Janeman. But that expectation has changed when the trailer got released, and the trailer clearly suggested that this movie is going to be one of a survival thriller movie. When you talk about survival thrillers in Malayalam, the first movie that comes to your mind is the 1990 movie Maluti, directed by the legend Bharathan. After that, there was a huge gap, but in the past 4 or 5 years, there are few movies that came up specifically on this particular genre. One was Helen, which is released in 2019, and it was well received by the audiences because the script was really good and it was well made. The second one was Malayan Kunya, which came around a couple of years back, but it couldn't. It is not well received by the audience because it couldn't feel that tension, or it couldn't feel the audience grip to their seat. And a couple of other movies also that came in in the past 4 or 5 years. 2018, it's also one kind of a survival thriller movie, but it was not specifically concentrating on this particular genre. And there was one movie called as Takeoff, which came in 2017, but that also we cannot tell it is completely focusing on this particular genre. So from my opinion, there was 2 movies, Helen and Malayan Kunj. One could make an impact, and the second one couldn't make much of an impact among the audiences. The movie tells about a real incident that happened in 2006 when a group of friends from Manjummel, which is a small town near Ernakulam, went on a vacation trip to Kodaikanal and visited the Guna caves. Their trip becomes adventurous when one of their friends falls into a pit and gets trapped in it. The Guna caves received its name as Guna caves after the 1991 Kamal Haasan movie Guna was shot inside the cave. Before that, among the locals, this cave was completely inhabited by demons, and whoever went inside or got trapped into these caves has never come back alive. That is where the Britishers have given this cave as a name, Devil's Kitchen. Now you know what made Chidambaram so interested in this story. Because this adventure can be made as a movie and shown to the audience if it is well made. Chidambaram is successful. I can tell he is 100% successful in writing a script to make this movie so exciting and make this completely true to the real incident. Whenever you are making a survival thriller, so I told there was a huge gap that people were not attempting this particular genre a lot, because if you are making a movie on this particular genre, you need to make the audience feel glued. They should feel the tension. Your making has to be 100% perfect, and there is no room for error in making a movie like this or in this particular genre. Here, Chidambaram is 100% successful in making a movie where the audience will feel gripped to their seats. Personally, for me, I never realized when the movie was around 2.5 hours. It started. You will just also be part of their gang, and the movie just goes like that, and it just completed immediately. The movie just finished all of a sudden. That is when I realized the movie, it's almost 2.5 hours I was watching the movie. It was very well made, and the editing by Vivek Harshan, amazing. So editing and the direction has made the movie really well. Really well means everyone, whoever watches the movie in a good theater will definitely feel that okay, this is amazing. You cannot make a movie perfect than this. The story is also written by Chidambaram himself, and there are one specific dialogue in the movie which I felt like okay, it's so much relevant till the end of the movie, and everyone should think about it. There's one dialogue in which Srinath Phasi asks the character of the driver is played by another director, Khalid Rahman, and he asked him, who is God or what is God? Then Khalid Rahman tells it's kind of a light from the top. It's kind of a light which comes from the top. It has a lot of inner meanings in that. And at the end of the movie, and in that specific scene itself, Srinath Bhasi tells, if you look at the sky, it's full dark. It's completely dark, it's not light. But at the end of the movie, what unfolds shows that it's a light, or it's something that comes from the top, or it's someone who comes to rescue you, is a God for you. That is a really meaningful dialogue, and I really believe that dialogue has a complete impact, and he has written it perfectly to suit the entire story of the movie. Then cinematography. Coming to cinematography is done by Shaiju Khalid. He has captured the visuals really well. You feel the visuals cannot be captured. The Guna Caves is captured really beautifully well actually. I really loved the cinematography, and every shots in this movie has to be captured really well, because then only it can give you that impact when the person goes inside the cave, what happens there, how you need to move, everything. It has a great impact on it. Then coming to the music, if you want to feel gripped to the story, if you want to feel the tension, music adds a lot to the movie actually, especially in kind of survival genre. Music is really important. And Sushin Sham himself has mentioned that he has made a specific instrument just for making the music for this movie. And he has done really good job. Really good job means the music has elevated the movie like anything. I really loved it. I really loved the music. I was feeling that the movie should not end because I can feel that music. Even my heart was beating so fast, because I was feeling so tensed while I was watching the movie. The main man I need to give a hats off. Hats off is the production designer or the art designer, Ajayan Chalisheri. I would have never believed, and if I haven't seen an interview of you telling that this is a complete set, you have completely replicated or recreated the Guna Caves by yourself by you and your team in a go down in Perumbavoor. Of course, I know, because considering the danger involved in shooting inside the Guna Caves, they may not give any permission. The forest department may not give the permission to shoot it inside. But completely recreating the Guna Caves, that was a huge effort. That's a huge effort, and when you're watching the movie, you'll never feel that okay, this movie is completely shot in a set. It feels completely original, and you deserve a hats off for this. I clearly expect you will get a good recognition for the work you have done, you and your team has done in this particular movie. Acting, I don't want to comment because there are a lot of characters in the movie. Saubin played the character as Kutan, and Srinath Phasi did the character of Subhash. Then you have Salim Kumar's son, who has acted as in one of the roles. Jean Paul, Ganapati, Balu Varghese, everyone was exceptional. Khalid Rahman also, as a driver, he also did his acting really well. I cannot comment out anyone who didn't do well. Everyone did their roles perfectly well. Really loved, because you cannot point out anything. Every character is important in this movie. Every dialogue is important in this movie, and everyone did a perfect job. I really loved each one of your acting. I need to give a hats off to Ganapati. He is a casting director for this movie. He himself has acted in this movie. He is a casting director, and he has done an exceptional job in finding the correct people. I think he has that talent to identify the correct people to match the characters in the movie. He has done an exceptional job. I really loved it. Really loved it. So, coming on to my verdict. Coming on to my verdict, I don't want to tell, like I always told you before. This is not a verdict from my side. I literally enjoyed this movie. From the beginning to the end, I was completely gripped to the seats. I never felt like, okay, I need to get up for a break, or I need to get up for some water. Nothing. No, no. I was sitting completely, and the advantage being abroad here is that there is no interval for the movie. The movie will just continue for the entire 2.5 hours, and we were just sitting, and we were never getting a break from the beginning to the end. And I was so happy to watch it. I was so feeling gripped. At the end, I was feeling, okay, this movie should have been little more. But it was already 2.5 hours. I really enjoyed it, thoroughly enjoyed it. This is a must watch in theaters actually. This movie should be watched in theaters with that all sound effects and everything. That gives you a very good effect. I don't think that much effect you will get it when you watch this movie in OTT or in a small screen at your home. In a small TV or 50-inch TV in your home, you will never get that experience. The experience, if you want to get it, you should watch it in theaters with a full sound and every. You should feel that. You should feel it completely well. Then only you will enjoy that movie like anything. I really loved it. So overall, I think February is a very good month, and it's a month to remember for all the movie lovers, all the Malayalam movie lovers, because it started with Premalu. It was a big hit. It's still running full house in theaters, still collecting a huge amount of money in theaters. Then Anushapin Kandatham. It came into a investigative thriller genre, and that movie also grabbed a good audience with good reviews and all. Then came Brahmayugam. As you know, it was one of the best movie in a horror genre or a mystery thriller genre. And then came Manjummel Boys. So all the four movies doing really good in theaters now. The next 1 month we may not have too many releases because of the Ramzan months, but this movies which got released in February is going to stay in theaters for long, and of course the theater owners will be happy, distributors will be happy, producers will be happy, everyone will be happy with all these movies. It's kind of a golden month for the Malayalam movie industry. For me, I really loved this movie actually. I enjoyed watching it in theaters. If I get a chance, one more chance to watch it in theaters, definitely I'm going to take it, because this is one of the best.